If you do heat or cold, you only want to do like 15 minutes at a time. Then take it off, and if you want to put it back on for another 15 minutes, you can do that. Sometimes a great way to get a cold pack is to grab a bag of frozen peas right out of the freezer. Put that, wherever you're aching for a few minutes, and then you can put it back in the freezer and use it again.
Yeah.
Now, medications. They do have medications that you can use. Of course, for pain, you can use over-the-counter medicines like Tylenol or ibuprofen. But I really advise with any medication to check with your doctor. I know you're a pretty healthy person. You don't have any other illnesses going on. But some people, if they had like a liver dysfunction, they would want to avoid anything that had acetaminophen in it or Tylenol. Or if you had a GI bleed, you wouldn't want anything with ibuprofen because that would make that worse. So you probably know what works well for you for pain, and either one of those would help pain with your hands or your shoulders or stiffness. They have other medications like a Bengay type thing or Icy Hot. Those creams that they kind of have the same ingredient that is in chili peppers that kind of makes your skin feel hot. And that blocks neurotransmitters, and that actually will decrease pain. So those can be very helpful, and they're easy to use over the counter. They have supplements that are sold for joints to kind of make them softer and move more smoothly. They're available, but again, I would check with your doctor to make sure that they're good for your regimen, your normal regimen. And then, of course, in worst case scenario, if somebody can't move because their hip is too arthritic or their knee is too arthritic, the only way to really, really cure it is to have surgery and replace that joint. So to avoid that, we want to do all these other things first to keep ourselves healthy. Okay, this is the big deal. Physical activity. This is the best way to control those aches and pains in your joints. For two reasons. One, because it loosens them up, and the other one is it helps you become more flexible. So I've got a couple things listed here. I know you don't have your glasses on. I'm just going to read a couple of them, and I'm going to show you some easy ways to do some exercise at home. Now, we also brought information for the senior center. You had talked about wanting to go there.
To maybe actually get some.
Yeah.
Because I'm concerned about me, and I decided, I'm really ashamed of myself, so I don't know. I just stay home because I don't want to go.
You don't want to go out? Would you be interested in an exercise class in senior center?
Well, yes, it'd be worth a try.
I think of everything we've talked about today, I think that would be the number one thing that would be the most beneficial. Really, I really do. But even if you do that, and let's say you go to an exercise class once a week at the senior center, you really need more exercise than that to stay flexible and get the benefits as far as your diet and arthritis. So that's why I printed out some things you can do at home. And I remember you had said you'd had a couple of slips. So I just brought stuff you can do from a chair.
Yeah.
You can do it in front of the TV while you're watching a show. You can do it with the window open and enjoy the sun or whatever. So, this is what we're going to do.
Come on, Candy. You see, you're so gross looking.
She's like, look at me, I'm right here.
She's got a beautiful face.
She does. And beautiful fur.
And it's like I say, here. And she weighs a ton. Everybody's heavy but me. They must suck it all away from me.
No.
Now, Rose, why will exercise help you gain weight?
Well, it'll give me some muscle.
Yes, muscle, good.